Okay, so here's Friday's garage. I just hung his clothes out. They were upstairs in his closet, just getting dirty, so I thought I'd air them out a little bit before I throw them in the truck. Dwayne says most of this stuff is his in here, except these nut and bolt cabinets are Friday's. So that's a car fender back there, but it's on top of a wood stove. Batteries don't work for this camcorder, so I have to be attached to a wire. So that's what's going on in this thing. So I went through some of this stuff, created some room. There's my coffee cup, and my coffee pot. I've been cooking in here on a camp stove, but I cleaned up the bus enough to move cooking into the bus. So it's a big pile of junk.
So you're using your dog's name to right? Well, there you are. G-A-B-R-I-E-L, right?
That's the truck I'm driving. That's a work company truck. That's my hand cart, green one. There's an oil tank. It got moved. Snow plow, salt spreader. This has to get fixed. The barn's leaning. I've been cleaning up in there so we can get the junk off the walls, and Dwayne didn't seem to be too interested in it, although he's the one that started complaining about the building looking like it's going to fall down, but he's not really doing much to help me out. All that's got to come out off of there, off of that wall, so we can fix this. Carney Joe knows a way. He knows how to do this, so it should be like less than a day project. According to Joe, there's a canoe. It was full of water. I tipped it over last weekend. Dwayne's truck, Dwayne's stuff, Dwayne's boat. So I can go back to the bus. I've been cutting the path back here, picking up junk. There's a pile of junk I took out of the bus. It's all scrap metal. I don't know, that heater might work. I don't know, the wheels are broken. There's the boat, the bus. See, I've been whacking these trees down so I can get in there. That's the battery box down there. I shoved the battery in it yesterday. It does spin. The engine does spin. I squirted some Ethernet down the throat. Ether. And it tried to start. There's just no fuel. So this is the boat. I cleaned this mess up in here. So it's all full of trees and grunge. Trying to see if it's salvageable. I think it is. I cleaned some of the top by hand. Next week, if I come down next week, I'm going to take a pressure washer to it. The bus too. See, it's got all mold growing on it. I want to pressure wash both these things. Pull them out of here. To a place where I can easily work on stuff. I'm going to try and go in the bus now. He's hanging around here is Dwayne's. He's been throwing at the bushes all these years. It's his busted up truck. The stuff that Friday had here is gone. Somebody came and took cars and trucks before. Alright, so here's the bus. It's filthy, but I know it looks bad, but I was in here with a vacuum today. Keys in it. Alright, there's a lot of stuff that needs work, so obviously that needs work. You know, metal work. I stacked up these toolboxes in here. Some tools, sawmill parts. Cleaned up a little bit. There's my cooking station now. I stacked some of his personal nuts and bolts and special parts selections are stashed up in here. There's some tools in there. This stuff I didn't get to yet. Most of it's garbage. I'm going to just chuck it out. There's some welding leads there. Keep that. I think that's Grandma's blanket there. Some rain gear. I'll grab the blanket before I go today. So I've been stashing some work things in here. Truck or bus things. Oh, that's a heater down there. I couldn't see in here before. So I like to get this out in the driveway so I can get a real good look at what's going on here. Got some more clothes in here. Some of it's a little moldy, but got some water leaking in here, I think. So I think I'll pull this out of here today. These clothes, take them with me and get. Well, some of this just work stuff, you know. It's real grody work stuff. But yeah, there's a water leak down there. So the bus has a water leak problem here and there. That should be easy enough to remedy. Okay, so like I said, most of this is junk. There's some tools in here, but mostly junk. I'm not sure what to do with his tools yet. Open to suggestions, I guess. So I'm going to take the license plate off of this in the boat today and see if I can get an appointment at DMV and try and get the titles for this stuff. So since Mom's the executor, she'll have to get involved and help me gain the titles to these things. The boat doesn't have a title, but the trailer does. That's just how it is with boats. They don't have titles. Not in the sense that we think they do. So that's heading for the scrap yard. Dwayne's plan is to drag it up to Anchorage landfill. They crush it with a machine and then chuck it in a hole. So that's Dwayne's dog. Pain in the ass dog. Stupid dog. More junk. Back to that snow machine. More snow machines out back, but the engine's not in it, so somebody helped themselves to an engine. There's the house. There's the shack. shack needs to be torn down. It's roof's been leaking for a very long time. A mess in there. There's the house. What the hell's falling over? I'm knocking something over here. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. I'll go inside the house here in a minute. Oh, it's Dwayne. Dwayne said hi. I didn't know you were out here. You're making a bunch of racket. I thought I was ripping it off the wall with the wire. I'm attached to the wire. Because the battery in this thing don't work.
What battery thing?
On the camcorder.
On the what?
On the camcorder.
Oh, on that radio?
Yeah. It's a camera.
You photographing me?
Yeah. There you go.
Panasonic palm quarter.
Okay. A little mini VHS tape in there. It's an
Yeah.
old one.
Hey,
It
you got a
looks
good
fun.
picture of that crowbar there,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Bunch of junk.
Yeah, I'm going to put some of the stuff on the bench away.
There you go.
The spirit's starting to move me a little.
I'll put my coffee pot in the bus.
All right.
Snow machine stuff. Actually, no, that's four-wheeler stuff. It's a modification for a four-wheeler. That goes upstairs, obviously. This is Dwayne's room. Huh. Did that. There's a beam up there. Enough of that. So Dwayne's in his chair most of the time, you know. And sit in front of that TV. He doesn't do much. He'll go outside and do a little work off and on and then come back in here. Kind of like the way I do things with my feet problems. Okay, here's Mark's room. I cleaned last night. Vacuumed, dusted, windows. Move some furniture around. So it was pretty dusty. A lot of unfinished electrical hanging around out like that there.
When this deal's over, I'm gonna hit the sack.
Chair, file cabinet. There's my coat. I gotta take that home. Books, videotape, cute lighthouse, a bear, he was hiding somewhere, got him out, cleaned him up. Mask. So that's pretty much that. That's my shirt. This is the makeshift put together bathroom. It's functional. There was some leakage going on in here, and then an earthquake happened. It messed some thing, broke the window. I haven't used the shower, so I guess it works. This is where I got those clothes from. So here, bus. This is out here. To the stairs. was something. Here's the part that's not cool. It's a birdhouse. You see that? The birds are living in here. So I don't know what he was thinking with this here. Really don't. I don't know why it never got finished or closed off. I doubt there's a plan written down anywhere. So, some more toolboxes over there. I don't know what this room was supposed to be used for. I have no idea. All this is going to be junk. To the dumpster. Every bit of it. Except for the toolboxes. And pressure cooker. I stacked some of his winter stuff over there. It's a pressure cooker and his snowshoes. And then you got all this camping and hiking gear over there. And there's the attic. The crawl space into the attic is up there. So, I guess it's fairly sturdy and sound. Just don't know what he was going for in here. It needs to be a bigger room. Unless he's just going to make some really big bedroom out of it. I don't know. So, and then there's this room over here. Somebody finished this. I get the idea that Dwayne finished it. But I don't know. It's nicely done. It looks like Mark's woodwork and stuff, though. This is Dwayne's furniture, Dwayne's pictures. That belonged to his family. So I have any questions about anything, I'm sure he had a handgun or two. I'm not seeing anything like that. So alright, so that's it in a nutshell. I guess that could be a nice bedroom with a huge ceiling, but if it were me, I keep thinking of a way to make a bedroom up like a loft type bedroom up there. I think that's what he might have had in mind. Like, there's a guy in town, Lance. He's been here forever. He's got this small cabin over there. It does have a loft, similar to the way this is constructed. That's really quite nice. So I think Mark always liked that. That's what I'm thinking. And he's going to try and do something like that over here, but bigger and better, you know. So before, geez, when I left Hope back in the late 80s, early 90s, I mean, he went through and cut down all the birch trees. You can still see the stumps because he cut them about 3 foot tall. And this was all cleared. Now it's all grown up with pine, spruce trees. I mean, you could see straight out to the road when he cut everything down. There was nothing standing. And now look at all this young spruce coming up. So that direction, that the road's out there, the main road. I forget what it's called, Resurrection Drive. It's heavy. Power pole. Looks like it was falling over, so they put a guy wire on it to keep it standing. See, there's a tree laying on top of that building. The roof is all rotten. It's totally destroyed inside. Mark's got more tools in there and stuff. Only concerned with the tools. The stuff goes to the metal recyclers. Big giant pair of antlers up there. You know, so a plan and a chunk of money, and it could be a finished house. I don't know. This floor appears to be bowed.
You're kidding.
And I don't know why that would be.
You're not kidding.
A house that's less than 40 years old. Built out of logs. See, and the telltale sign is the leaning bookcase. It could just be a out-of-square bookcase. I don't know. Alright, that's it. I'm going to turn it off.
You gotta wait.
I'll take this home and cut it up into
Now it's quite simple.
a digital thing
I will take his body
on
somewhere.
a computer, and then I'll just post it for you guys. So.
Clear.
Okay.